Good evening. Merry countdown to Christmas. If you're new here, I'm Roxanne. This is Chat with Roxanne under everything about Hallmark Channel. But this is when I chat by myself. And then I have my friends that are here in these comments. I love it when you're here because otherwise I'm talking to myself. And I also have, what do we have? We have Chat with Kathy and Roxanne. And she'll be with me on Sunday nights. And we've been recapping and falling in love and with mistletoe murders. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm here because I want to talk about all the movies that are in premiering in November. There are 15. It is jam packed. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Candace. I'm pretty sure it's Candace because it says Candy. Whoever's here, hello. I'm glad you're here with me. So let's just talk about November. Okay, I already did the movies. First, I did all the series that were out this year. With Hallmark it didn't matter what month they premiered in. And then I talked about all of the movies in October, which there weren't many. This is November. November not only has series, 3 series that they are premiering, and they also have 15 movies. So right away from day one, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is jam packed with new whatever. On Friday nights, it's Mistletoe Murders for a while, and then it'll towards the end it'll become, which is a series and is fantastic. You should be watching it. And then Saturday is a new movie, Sunday's a new movie. Monday are the 2 episodes that are like reality TV of Finding Mr. Christmas. And the second one is The Baking Show, which I'm loving. So I did a recap for the first episode, then I'll do it halfway for them, and then I'll do it at the end. But anyway, I had the privilege. Hi, Joanne. I had the privilege of being sent 10 out of the 15 movies that are premiering in November. I might get some of the later, but I'm just going over everything right now. So this is how it works. I don't know how other people do it. Some people do their own thing, but I have to follow the rules because the rules are there for a reason, and I don't want to spoil anything. Hi, Avis. So I'm telling you from the get-go, in case you're trying to ask me questions I cannot answer. The way it works is that when you receive the movie ahead of time, or the series or the clip or whatever it is, they let you know when you're allowed to review it and what you can and cannot say. And I don't mean they're censoring you, but sometimes there's spoilers that even though you're reviewing it, you can't give it away. So it's Monday. On the Monday, I can start, or we can start the Monday before the movie premieres. So this Friday, we've got a new movie coming out, and I can already talk about it today. I'm not going to like shred it apart. I want you to enjoy it. So here's my purpose for doing this. Not to say, oh, hoo, ha, ha, I got the movies ahead of you. No, that actually makes me nervous. Okay. But I feel a responsibility now that I have them to share what I know. My purpose for this is there are 15 movies, and then there's Mistletoe Murders, and then there's the other 2 other series. There's a lot to watch, and in my opinion, it's Christmas time, and if you've got the time and you love Hallmark like my family does, watch it all. But you can't. Sometimes there's double, like 4 hours of new movies, like double hitters, I guess you want to call them, and it's so jam packed that if you can watch live, that's fabulous. Watch live. But if you can't, then I'm going to like share with you what to record, in my opinion. What's a must see the first time it's there, like you should be watching and enjoying it, and maybe get on X and help, like, tweet back and forth if that's your thing. This is what I'm sharing. Some are like yeah, if you can't get to it, don't worry about it. And we have a lot of hearties here, and a lot of people that love When Calls the Heart. And 2 of the movies this month are very much connected to the cast members of When Calls the Heart. And one movie is very much connected to the show When Goes the Heart, and I'll get into that. So anyway, that is my little spiel. It gave me time to say hi, Avis, and everyone that's here. So I'm just going to dive in. If you have questions or comments, please share. If you're someone who is also in my boat where we had the privilege of seeing the movies and you want to comment too, I would love to hear your comments. That would be great. All right. So look at my cute mug. I love my mug. All right. It's big too. You could put soup in it. Let me have a sip and I'll get ready. Okay. So I'm going to start off with my intent was to do this at the end of October, but that was so hard. I mean, we had these crazy state testing that I had to do, which they threw us through for a loop. It was like a field test. And then we had, just so many different things. And it was, Halloween, and it was just too much. So 2 movies got by, but I can actually really talk about them now because we've all had the opportunity to see them. How many of you actually got to already, here's me. How many of you raise your hand, boys and girls? How many of you saw Christmas on Duty? Like, let's see. If you have, just put the little, like, let me know in the comments. And the other one was A Newport Christmas. Oh, 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 oh. All right. So I'm going to talk about them. So if you have not already seen the one Christmas on Duty, I'm going to put the little, for some of them, they don't even have official posters yet, but they have official posters for these 2. So Christmas on Duty, in case you haven't seen it, it stars Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. I have to say that all of the movies in November star with have like big stars. Like people are like here on complaints, where are all my big stars? I don't know these people. Listen, every lead has been in several Hallmark movies. So they're not like, it's not 2 brand new people that you absolutely don't know. So I like that, but I love when newcomers come in too. But I'm just saying, for those of you that like tradition, want to see those cast members that you're familiar with, they did a great job this month. So again, Christmas on Duty is Janelle Parrish and Parker Young. And there's a cameo with Ezra, who was the winner last year of Finding Mr. Christmas. I think it's Moreland is his last name. He has a cameo in this, which is cool. For me, if I were to give any advice for this one, I would say record it if you wanted to watch it. It's, if you're into a fan of the military, these 2 have to get toys delivered in the snowstorm. It's kind of traditional in that sense, but I found it to be really slow and like no chemistry between the 2 actors, but the 2 actors are excellent actors. So I don't know what it was for me that I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. Maybe I was just tired that night, but this one for me is like, if you haven't seen it and there's a whole bunch of other stuff to see it. And then eventually you could come back to this. By the way, they're all also in Hallmark Plus if you have them. So I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I do see that I've got someone who's already saying that they loved A Newport Christmas. I knew that I was going to love this because first of all, I love Wes Brown, but the real truth of the matter, and it's time travel. So all my Way Home fans, I let them know, whoever's in love with time travel, you will love this. What I love the most about this one, though, is that the people that are behind it, the production company who does it, whatever they do, they touch, I feel like, is gold. And they are also the same people. They've done many things. Like they usually do 3 or 4 Christmas movies, but they did a Biltmore Christmas. And I thought that movie is just like a classic now for me. So I was so excited for this one. These 2, in my opinion, had great chemistry. And you know what else I loved? Oh goodness. They know how to do a screen kiss. Oh, they were like on fire for each other. Let's see what you're saying, Hess. Yes, you love Wes Brown too. Yes, you watched them both. Okay. Christmas on Duty was a no. Okay, Avis, but A Newport Christmas was wonderful. I've already watched it like 3-4 times, and I had limited time, but I would just go back as an excuse, right, for whatever. But it's so good. The cinematography is beautiful. Newport Christmas was great and it reminded me a lot of Biltmore Christmas. Yes, because it's the same people. And I have to say, look at this. Okay. It's too small for you to see what was written there, but what if you want to follow them on Facebook, you can. And that is actually, sorry, I have it here larger. I want to read it because it's worth reading. Let me get it right here. My my eyes are a little old. They're getting older and older. Okay, so I follow them on Facebook because I've had them as my guests. So it's Synthetic Cinema International, and it says thank you to everyone who tuned in to a Newport Christmas on Hallmark Channel this past Sunday. The movie drew over 1 million live viewers. This is good because it's so saturated, Hallmark, with so many Christmas movies. It's not like the same numbers that go on during the course of the year, but that's fantastic. And they have all the numbers listed at the bottom. And they said we're thrilled with the incredible fan response and the glowing reviews from across the country. Your love for this Rhode Island holiday story means the world to our cast and crew. It's true. And the guys that are in this production company are from up in that area. They're always in one of their little small towns filming and putting it in one of their movies, which I think is fantastic. Yes, they all had amazing chemistry. And you know what else? This young lady here, she is new to acting. Well, I looked up her credits in the professional database, and she doesn't have that many. She is stunning, and what a natural. And the cast is small, which I loved. So her name is Talia Robinson. I'm like hoping they use her more because she was fantastic. And what else that I also loved about this is that they were all like they all believed. It wasn't like you had to hurry up and hide things or try to convince somebody that they were time travelers. They just believed and they went with it. And it was kind of emotional at times. The music that they had, the costumes, Keith, who is the costumer that this production company often uses, they work together, is amazing. I love the one of my all of those costumes. He either puts them together himself or gets them. There's this whole little fun thing where the two women say, "Oh, Nordstrom Rack." And she's like, "Who is this Sir Nordstrom Rack?" It's funny. But the purse that the main character has is like a is it Ella? Is that her name in this story? I forget. I've watched so many. It looks like a little house. Oh my gosh. She always has cool purses, everything. Keith needs to design me some clothes, okay? I want them. Love the costumes, yes, and scene designs, and it felt very authentic. It did, and they had good chemistry. There's a part where he grabs her and he just lays one on her and kisses her. Yes, yes, yes. Love Newport Christmas. There was a scene actually filmed. Yes, it was Newport, which is beautiful. Went to URI and know the area well. Yes, yes. They're famous for doing that. And they're famous for like the drone views. And if you go on their page on Facebook, they're showing you all these cool behind the scenes stuff and how they do things. I usually have them on for one of their movies each year. I haven't reached out to them, and I love when all the guys get together because it's a team of guys. And I mean, I'm sure there's females involved, but I've never met them. And when they come on and they talk, you learn about all kinds of cool stuff. A couple years back, they really dissected for us Biltmore Christmas, and and the one where they with Tyler Hines, and it was the touchdown. They really told us so many cool things. I have that if you want to go back, because then when you go to watch the movie, hi Margie, you see it with like different eyes. So anyway, this is a must watch for me. Like, I mean, if you don't have a way like a Hallmark Plus or whatever, record it and save it and watch it again. Like, I know people that have done that with a Biltmore. I have this one recorded, but haven't watched it yet. Margie, you're going to enjoy. I'm telling you, I think you're going to enjoy. And I think the people that are here think you're going to enjoy. One little cringy thing. Tell me how you feel about this. Sorry, I got lots and lots of notes. This is funny. And I'm not going to dissect everyone like this. I can because this one's been out. is, remember the Jerry Maguire, and he comes in with his big speech and she's like, you had me at hello. And then they use that all over the place. They did that in this movie. And she says, it's his name. You had me at Rex Grafton. And I thought, oh, I didn't like that. That was a little cringy, but who am I to judge? Okay. Just saying. This weekend coming up, it's going to be awesome as well. Very excited for all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, Robin, I don't know about that. You wait till what I have to say. Okay. All right. So next, I have been so excited for these two. And when they gave me the screeners for these, I was like, what am I doing? I got to get home. And my family's like, what are you doing? What do you mean? I got to get home. I got to go watch. And then, of course, they want to watch. And I'm like, you can't watch. I'm not allowed to show you. I have to be locked away by myself because I want nobody to talk to me. Okay, so excited. And I'll tell you why I was so excited. Okay, so this is on the 8th, A Christmas Above the Clouds. And that's with Aaron and Tyler. Okay. Aaron and Tyler were in It Was Always You. I think that's what it was called a few years back. I felt some people, I know one person who really did not like this movie, that movie. I loved it. They were electric. Okay. Oh my God, they were so cute together. And let's face it, these two people can act. I don't care what they've been in, what you give them, if it's humor, if it's serious. They are just natural people that can act, and they're fantastic. I have to tell you that Erin has been sharing all these behind the scenes stuff. I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed this movie. Now, I am allowed to talk about this one because I can as starting Monday, but I'm not going to give things away because I want you to get on and I want you to enjoy it. So Mistletoe Murder is my favorite, and Christmas Above the Clouds, as love these two on screen. So hoping this is too. No. Okay. Let me tell you, this is, if it were me and you had to go and pick any, meeny, miny, mo, and what to skip, I'd say skip Christmas Above the Clouds. Now I'm going to tell you my opinion why. Okay. I'm not going to give too much away, but I'm going to tell you why I say this. Okay. So this is a Christmas Carol theme. Okay. So it's really not about romance. It's really about Erin's character. She's got a funny name. It's a play on Ebenezer Scrooge, but it's a cute, I forget. I'm not going to give that away. I want you to hear it. She is cold and mean and verbally abusive. And I could never warm up to her character. And I know you're not supposed to like her. I get that. And Erin's very good at what she does. Her whole demeanor is like, even the way she carries herself and speaks is like different from anything that we've seen her in. And that's okay because she's, in my opinion, one of the best actresses. Okay. Love her. But that's not the point. It's the character, which is not her problem. The character is verbally abusive. The character is supposed to be mean, but in today's age and the way she says things and what she does, I can never warm up to her. And you don't really see much of an interaction between Tyler's character and her. And as she's going through each, the past, the present, the future kind of thing, you're supposed to like warm up to her character. Still don't see no chemistry whatsoever between the two. You really don't get to know him. My favorite part was the very end, which now I was suddenly supposed to like her, but I loved how they did the ending. Their clothing in here, by the way, is fantastic. She's dressed beautifully. At the end, there's like a montage of music and scenes and stuff. That was my favorite part. I thought that was good, but this is a stinker to me. A missed opportunity, and it's not on these actors' faults. Okay, so they finally have their kiss scene. Now, these two people can kiss, okay? They are great on-screen kissers, and their kiss is still fantastic, but it feels weird because you really don't ever feel anything for them as a couple. Such a major disappointment for me. I was mad. I was like, what? You wasted an opportunity here with these two. These two are electric. I was so excited, but hey, what am I going to say? Aaron and Tyler are great together, and I'm looking forward to it. Carrie, I'm telling you. Interesting. So I will still watch. Of course, you have to. However, appreciate your thoughts as always, Roxanne. I love these two. Yes, 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 me too. Yes, yes, yes. It's like one of my favorites. I love when they're picking out the ice cream. I love when he pretends that he's he's having an allergic reaction and she gets mad at him. And then when they dance and they finally when they're dancing, they get that zing. I love that movie. Okay. So this is why I was so excited for it. And they made me mad. Not them, not Aaron and Tyler. No, no, no. It's just whatever else went on with this story. It's the writing of the story is what it was. So it's not about romance. It's more about her and her changing her ways. And it's just not done in a way that by the end I like her. So I don't know. Sorry. But hey, here's my opinion. All of these movies that they're offering, if you have the time, they are a must watch. Watch them. It's Hallmark. It's wonderful. This is me just, reviewing certain things. Okay, now we come to Sunday, and we've got a Keller family, the Keller Christmas Vacation. That's it. Okay, so these three actors, who I think you will recognize, Jonathan Bennett. I want to talk a little bit about his part. Then, oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all watched The Middle and you know who Sue Heck is. Like she's, oh my God, I love her. So that's Eden, what is it? Cher, I think that's how you say her last name. By the way, she has a podcast. If you're a fan of The Middle, you should check out the podcast. And then there's Brandon, I think it's Ruth Roth. That's how you say it. He's from the Cat, 9 Lives or 9 Christmases. Like he's the fireman. And oh, I love, Kimberly Susta was really young when they did the first one. I love them together. And then they did a part 2 when she becomes a vet. Anyway, they're in it. They're brothers, 2 brothers and a sister, and they're going on a family vacation. This is something else I wanted to say. A lot of these movies are not romance first with Christmas behind it. They're about family dynamics. Often it's romance with family dynamics behind it, right? Or ambition behind it, but romance first. Quite a few of them this year have a different vibe to it. It's like self-discovery. I think that's what Christmas Above the Clouds was more of, even though that's what Scrooge is about, or not Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. So when they redo it on these types of like TV, modern TV, there's a lot of romance in it. There isn't in that one. That's more about self-discovery. Quite a few of them are like that. Family dynamics and then romance. There's romance in all of them, but more than some. So in the Keller Christmas Vacation, this is about family dynamics. There is humor in it. And I have to say the 3 of these actors are excellent in it. And this is a serious one. Even though there's fun and sibling rivalry and there's a seriousness to it. And I love Jonathan Bennett. I think he is a beautiful human being. And I've had the opportunity to meet him in person and watch. And I'll just tell you a quick story. It was the first time they ever did the Christmas Con, and it's held here in New Jersey. And it was packed, and they were struggling for organization. There were some hiccups along the way, rightfully so. It was their first time, but he was there, and there was someone with a little baby, and a lot was going on. He scooped up that baby, put that baby in his arms, and put that baby on his hip, and entertained that baby while he was standing and waiting, and people were waiting, and the hiccups were being worked out. He was so amazing, and he was helping out that mama. And he was so cute and funny and friendly, and he helped like alleviate some of the stress that the fans were feeling and the workers were feeling. He's a really cool guy. I don't always like when he has to be in a comedy type role because I feel like it's over the top, and that's okay, but not always. That's not the case with this movie. This movie has a seriousness underneath it, and he's serious, and he's so stinking natural at it. Like you'll see his eyes well up, or this movie's a good movie. This is it's going to tug at your heartstrings, and it's sentimental, and it's family first, and there is romance. There is romance in there for all of them. Some have more romance than others, but to me, this is a yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I want to read your comments before I move on. Okay, so I can talk the life out of these, but the others I cannot, but I'm still going to share what I know. Let's see. Avis, can't wait to see Mistletoe Murders. I was not planning to watch Erin because it does not appeal to me. So many Scrooge like movies. It is old. I have to admit, I'm looking forward to. Okay, so Avis, that's what I was trying to say. If that's what your feelings are and you don't watch it, you're not going to be sorry that you didn't watch it. You can always go back and watch it later. Okay. So it don't like stress over not seeing it. Yes, Curry, Sue, all that. She's a good actress. The new Brittany Bristow movie debuting Saturday night on oh, you're going to watch that one. That's one that you're watching with. Okay. Not a problem. And Brittany Bristow, she always does such great stuff. Yes, he does play Superman. Let's see. There has definitely been some differences in the Christmas movies this year as more life messages, which I appreciate, and the romance is being included as well. However, just not always in the front. You are correct, and I love it. But I will tell you, both movies look good. I will tell you this: they still do have traditional. And I'll tell you which I consider to be more of the traditional storylines. I don't mean these all go off the course of Hallmark. There's just some that could have been plucked out of 2016. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's see. I find that Hallmark uses obnoxious, unlikable characters to begin with sometimes, and they slowly evolve into likable people. Sometimes they turn me off enough to not continue watching the movie. Well, listen, she is supposed to be that way, Erin, in this movie. She's not the only character that I found. There's another one that's obnoxious, but it's just that the redemption wasn't there. I just didn't feel it. I don't know what it was, which was I was supposed to feel it and I didn't, but you might feel differently. All right, so love the Keller Christmas Vacation. All right, next up. So we got the Three Wisest Men, right? And that is the next week. And it is on the 15th, which is Saturday, because on Friday is another episode of it's the second mystery, 2 episodes, 1 hour each. They go together for Mistletoe Murders. Season 2 is so good. People, if you're not watching, you should be, because there's such suspense and there's humor and there's great acting and there's chemistry. Like, oh my God, the chemistry, and there's action and there's mystery. This Mistletoe Murders is good. And on Sunday nights, we've got everybody. We got cast, we have showrunner, we've got, you can make it last longer by joining in with us. Okay. Now we have yes, Merry Christmas, Ted Cooper has been my favorite movie so far. Margie, it is, but then I watched A Newport Christmas, and I put that up there too. I loved it. Was just a movie. Do you know what I mean? About people, but it was character driven, and the character of Ted was just so darn cute, and you rooted for him so much, and you wanted him to we know it's going to work out, but still the journey of getting there was so good. I agree, but that actor's exceptional. And I think, I mean, Kimberly, anything she touches is like gold. And she's in quite a few. I will tell you that Tyler, Andrew, and Paul Campbell are all the three guys are in more than one Christmas movie and have cameos. They were working it. Okay. Mistletoe Murders has really surprised me with how great this series has been. Yes, I knew it was fantastic from the first episode I watched when it was Hallmark Plus the year before. I watched that so many times. I love it. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, I'll still watch most of these movies. There are so many, though. Plus, there is life with, yes, Thanksgiving, the holidays. Yes, that's why I'm saying you can't, if you can't watch them all, I plan on watching them all and enjoying it because it's my thing. But, yes, Ted was vulnerable. But if I'm trying to give you my opinion that might help you say, well, I'm going to skip that one and come back later. Yes, Kimberly is outstanding. Not only is she outstanding, like if I had to say who I would like to look like, I would like to look like her. She's got it's not overly done, but she must be really gorgeous in person, but on camera, such a natural beauty, even the way she walks. She has a certain walk and the way she stands. I've admired her for years. I want to be her when I grow up. I want to have her job too because she's got a cool job. And I love Paul Campbell. I want to be able to co-star with him all the time. You record them all and watch when you can. Yes, smart. Hoping Mistletoe Murders gets a third season. People have been asking me that, and I'm going to give you my professional opinion. They being Hallmark, promoting the life out of it. So I think yes. Okay. All right. Kimberly Susted is a fave. She tends to upgrade any movie she's in. And Robert Buckley is so much fun to watch. I love their movie. Me too. I usually record all the Christmas movies and come back and watch them at my leisure. Yes, you're a smart gal. Ted Cooper was a cute movie, but the Angel Match one was a dud for me. Avis, I kind of agree with you. And the sad part was they're two phenomenal actors. So sometimes and Ben Ayers is such a natural. He's a guest in the first mystery on this Friday for Mistletoe Murders, and he's fantastic. And he's a guest character. I guess I want to be Kimberly's friend. She seems so cool. Okay, I get you. She's extremely down to earth when I have seen her in podcasts. Love her personality and is beautiful, sure, naturally. So great. Yep, yep, yep. Kimberly has never been on my podcast. I don't know why, but maybe I'll arrange that. We'll see. Okay, so The Three Wisest Men, which is next week. Um, it's good. It's so good. The normal cast of characters are in it. They introduce a few others. I don't want to give things away other than it's a must watch. You must watch it. I love the first one, like the second one, love this one. It has these great products, um like the way they put the product in, so that's those Hawaiian rolls, they have them just so, and home goods. It's just funny, but also not overly like silly funny. And the brothers are hilarious. You could tell how well they are as scene partners, how well they do as scene partners. Um it's a must watch. It's funny, it's sentimental, and I'm like, is that it? Are we only going to get three? You know what I mean? Like, there's everybody's advancing in their storylines and in their lives. Even the mom. I will tell you this: there's somebody in the story who is really cutting up on one of the boys, and there's a great scene where mom, she just steps in and becomes mama bear. It's like, yes, I was waiting for it. Yeah, very good. Very good, very, very good. A must watch, I say. Okay, so tidings for the season. I did not get the screeners for this one. I do have some, information that I can access, but I don't know what this one's about. I'm not sure if they'll give it to me later. I'm not sure, but let's see. What's this? I read an interview with Sarah Fisher, and she actually broke her hand during filming. Oh, Margie, Sarah, we talked about that last week. So you haven't been tuning into my Mistletoe Murders. So we had the showrunner on, and he talks about her arm and whatnot. He shared a lot of things. Even at one point, his name is Ken. Ken said, I never told anybody this. And then he shares all these cool things. You could go back and watch it, Margie. I think you would enjoy it. And Kathy doesn't ever let me get a word in edgeways because she's so excited to meet Ken. It's that alone has got a dynamic. The two of us, like, I'm trying to be like, well, wait a minute, we need to go back. I got to ask a question, but she's in love with it. So it's kind of funny when you see us together. Now, wait a minute, Margie. People, hold on. We're talking about Mistletoe Murders that keeps coming in, but I'm going to move on for you. But wait 1 second. This is what's really interesting, Margie. Do you remember that when I first heard it, I thought they were talking about when she's got the cast on? So the character hurts her hand or breaks her hand in the last mystery, which we already saw. And then here in real life in season 2, she breaks her arm. So I was like, oh wow, that's weird how that happened. Let's see. Sarah, you meant when it says Sarah Fisher, you mean Sarah Drew. Sarah Drew is the actress, I think is who you meant. That's what threw me a little. I've enjoyed the Three Wise Men series and looking forward to this one. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. So the one for tidings for the season. So these two, I've never I don't think they've ever been in a movie together. I love him. He's what is it? I think it's BJ. Is that what it is? Brit? Yes. He was in the Groomsmen. I love him. I think he's got a cute, cool personality and it comes across in anything he does, but he's supposed to have a seriousness about him. He's a newscaster, and the son of Tamara, the actress Tamara, her character has a son. She's a single mom, which I think she was a single mom in another movie that they had. He's like a super fan of the newscaster, and the newscaster has this challenge of where he's going to promote like or cover feel good stories, which is like my jam. I love that. But it's the traditional aspect of ambition over love. Of course, he falls in love and then he gets the job that he wants to get, and what decision should he make? So to me, this is when I say that this kind of a movie is traditional. Now, again, I have not seen it. I just got some background information. So that kind of looks good too. I'm interested to see what chemistry the two of them have together. He was awesome on the podcast. Thank you, Robin. He gave you lots of time too, which was amazing with so many details. He did. That man was on there for an hour. And then guess what? He's coming back. He's going to come back at the end. So he was so generous with his time. I will go back and watch. I've been slack and joining the chats lately. That's okay. They post. Yes, Sarah Drew. Yes. Okay. All right. So now we have Holiday Touchdown. Well, I got a lot to say, but I got to be careful here. So it's Holland Roden, who I love, and Matthew, I think it's Daddario. I think that's how you say it. Oh my God, he is beautiful. Okay. These two have tons of chemistry. This is a cute movie. I don't want to tell you all the cameos and who's in it because I want you to experience it. This is a must watch. Okay. You've got to watch this one. It's got a great storyline. It is romance, but it's also family. And it's a really good storyline. And it is filled with like 18 cameos. It's so cool. She, by the way, is she's she's more than just a pediatrician. I'm not saying just, like, she is a pediatric doctor. And he's got a big job with like building constructions of stadiums and stuff. This has such a wonderful flair for Buffalo and an Italian flair, which I can appreciate. And they slip different things in. There's Hallmark cameos, which I'm not going to say, but you will enjoy. And there's more than one. And then there's like other cameos, and there's stuff about the city itself. And they put in like the cuisine, the local cuisine, and they talk about a peanut stick. Does anybody know what a peanut stick is? I want to talk to you about it. I want to try and make one because they don't sell them around here. Although I could ask my local bakery, they might do it. Let's see. I will go back. I hope it doesn't focus too much on football. It doesn't. It's like a secondary background thing. It's more about, none of them are football players. She's a doctor. There are football players that you will get to meet. He's a project manager, like an architectural project manager. This is just, to me, if it, how I said Newport Christmas was a must watch. This is a must watch. They're just so cute together. Everything about it is like they're trying to solve a mystery. It's so good. But does anybody know what a peanut stick is? No, anyone from Buffalo in that area? Okay. So a peanut stick, and you're going to love who her parents are and the neighbors and his parents. A peanut stick is, instead of, and I love cake donuts. So I love donuts. So instead of the kind that, rise, which is most donuts are the one with yeast in it, and then they're like fried. This is a cake donut, and it's not round. I think traditional is sort of like a oblong. And then they take the cake donut and it's rolled in some type of glaze. And then that glazed donut is sticky and they roll it in crushed peanuts. When you're watching them eat it, you're like, nom, 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 nom. I need that now. And I'm like, wonder if I can make it. First of all, I can't even eat it, but it's because of the gluten. I wonder if I can make it. I wonder if I can have somebody make it. I don't know. And that's not the only food, but that's one. She brings it in a box and everybody went, I want to eat it. We have boiled peanuts in the South, no peanut sticks. Well, that's totally different. And they're good too. This is a donut. And it's sort of got like, if it's a stick, it's a fat stick. It's just, I don't know. I'd have to research more. Oh, and they have buffalo wings. They're always eating wings. That's a fun thing too. So it's cute. There's just so many cameos. There's so much going on. It was fun to watch. And I have to tell you, I had all these movies to watch, and I watched that one twice already because I liked it so much. So that's a yay for me. All right. So next is this one, which comes on the 23rd. And this is Melt My Heart This Christmas. Two really great actors here. This is more of a traditional storyline, I think, where you got to go and save the celebrate what is save the fair, save the Christmas. This time it's an art show, and if they can't save it, the business is going to be sold, and it takes it place a lot outside. I feel like the setting was on a budget because you really you're outside, which is, money saving. But also when they did film, it was only in one or two places, just a piece of it. What it was when the art, there's a lot of art, glass art, is gorgeous. It's visually beautiful. Whatever you see, the art alone is gorgeous. But the storyline is Steven, the actor. He, his company has a big company that sells art and supports local artists, and she's an artist, and they manage to, I don't know why they don't like each other in the beginning. They don't really get into it, but then it's like this whole confangled whatever. But here's what I didn't like about it. I didn't like the diva big artist. She the one that everybody was coming to the art fair because of her. She was verbally abusive. I mean, verbally abusive. There's a point where she says to what's her first name? What's Laura Vandervoot, right? When Laura's character, she turns to her and says something to her like, could you put on some makeup the next time she sees her? So she does her hair because she's like her assistant, but she's a secret artist. Does her hair, has big red lips because she kind of mimics how the other artist is. And she's like, what's on your face? Like so verbally abusive because they wanted her to be like a diva. And I don't know, in this day and age, what woman is going or person is going to take that? I mean, it was just too much over the top. Let's see. So I want to, before I go over here. Yes, Tip Line Mysteries, along with other Hallmark movies. I love her movie. She's very good in this. Love the cameo, so looking forward to it. Okay, so this one has it's visually appealing. It's beautiful because of the artwork. Again, limited, I think, budget when it came to the sets. Also, the storyline is a little odd. At the end, like when they get to the climax and they're all mad, I didn't make sense about why they were mad. So it threw me off a little, but it's good. I mean, it's very traditional. So if you're like into that, you're into that. When I saw Steven speaking with an accent, I thought it was fake because I never heard his accent before. Steven doesn't have an accent. So Steven doesn't have an accent in this movie. And Steven is a Canadian. I've interviewed him before. He's a nice guy. He really is. He's a fun guy. He's like a big sport, outdoor, icy cold kind of sporty stuff. Yeah. He's a cutie patootie. Okay. All right. And the kiss was like, the kiss and touchdown. Holiday touchdown's a good kiss. Always got to rate the kiss. All righty. So here's what's coming next. This is Thursday. It's not a Friday. It's a Thursday. This is when all the double hitters and stuff are happening. So at this point, Mistletoe Murders, which is on Fridays, will be done because it's only 3 Fridays. And then they're going to have like all these extra movies come out. We met in December. I have never I didn't get the screeners for this, and I don't know much about it other than these two exceptional actors and actresses, Autumn and Niall. I will say it's something like, it reminds me of a movie that was out with I think Keanu Reeves was in it. Was Keanu Reeves in this movie I'm thinking of, where the two of them kind of meet and then they are trying desperately to find their way back to each other and meet again. So I have to tell you that the cover art is really beautiful. And I'm looking forward to it, but it's kind of like a secret. There's really not much in the description. There's not much in the database. If you all know something, fill me in, but I don't know because it's so secretive. I want to watch it, right? Oh my God, can't wait for this one, as two of my favorite actors, and I think they will have great chemistry. Listen, I do too. I love her. She's amazing, whoever she's with. I've never watched her in any movie and didn't like it. And when she does serious, oh gosh, but what about when she was kind of quirky and it's the Thanksgiving one. Those two are so good together. They were in 2 movies together, one Christmas and one Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving Day Parade, Romance at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, or Love in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I love her with that. And the Italian actor, I can't think of his name, but those two are delicious together. No matter. That man could just do anything. He's just amazing. Just love him. He's so, I don't know, he could take on anything. Like, he was in Providence Falls and he was amazing in Providence Falls. So he's just a good guy. The Lake House with Keanu. That's not the movie that I was thinking of, Avis. I was thinking of the time where they run into each other at Christmas and they're always trying to find their way back to each other, and they eventually do find their way back to each other. No, it's not. It's not that. It's not time travel or anything. It's not Sandra Bullock. No, she's got dark hair. I can't think of her name right now, but it's a movie where it's called Serendipity. That's what it's called. Yeah. Been watching the Finding Father Christmas series and love Niall and Erin. One of my all-time favorite Christmas series. Yes, they are. They're young in that, aren't they? I never seen Autumn Reeser in one movie I didn't like. Me neither. Oh, I love the one where she lives out on a ranch and she marries Jesse Metcalf is in it. I watch that every year at least once. And they got married when they were kids, and years later. She's wonderful. I love her. Okay, now next up, this is when we get tricky here. On Friday, there's 2 movies. One starts at 6, that's this one, and then one starts at 8. So this one is called The Snow Must Go On. This is cute. This is a traditional where you got to save. Someone's got to come, and he's a Broadway actor coming home with his tail behind his, between his legs kind of thing. But he doesn't want anybody to know that he's struggling, and he comes and he saves the school play, right? Well, Corey, I think it's Corey, right? Is that his first name? Yes. This man can sing. He's handsome too. He can sing, and he sings up a storm in this movie. This movie includes young actors, and they can sing. Oh my God, the music, the dancing, even the romantic dancing between these two is wonderful. Heather, she has actually been on Finding Mr. Christmas. She was on, and that was cool. I love having her on and how she works. She's got such a sweet little personality. And how she was working like different scenes with the guys. This was episode 2, I think she was in. And Janelle Parrish was in episode 1. And then episode 3 that's coming up is somebody good. I'm not going to say who, but somebody good. So if you're not watching Finding Mr. Christmas, you should, because some of your favorite actors are there. And if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not divulging anything here because I saw it in the promos, but Aaron Krakow, I think, is going to be on Finding Mr. Christmas. So anyway, these two, she is a guidance counselor. They're putting on a play at the school. It's a musical. It's really good. And this has got that traditional vibe where it's love and ambition. Which is he going to choose? It's good. It's good. It's good because the music and everything is good and the storyline's cute and they're excellent actors. A Country Wedding. Yes, that's the one with Metcalf and Autumn. Yes. The first time I saw Autumn was in the OC. She played on how she played an know-it-all student. Oh my gosh, you know what? I forgot about that. You are correct. Well, that's Nikki, a brain jogger there. So again, that's a double hitter. The closer we get to December, you got a movie on Thursday, you got two on that Friday. All right, so that is at the snow one is at 6, right? And then at 8 is the more the merrier. I wish that I got the more the merrier. They don't even have an official poster for that. And if they do, I didn't give it to me. I don't know where it is. I didn't get to see this. I hope they send me the screeners for this because there is a cool story behind this movie. So right away, Rachel Boston, Brendan Penny, phenomenal. They both play doctors. One is a heart surgeon, a cardiologist, and the other one is an ER doctor. It's a big giant snowstorm and they deliver multiple babies, but one has a heart issue. And there is a cameo in this with a Buffalo Bill football player, and it's because he is an ambassador for HeartMates program, which is a big sponsor and part of this movie. It comes from, I think it's not the Abbott Foundation, the Abbott Laboratories, where they make a special, like I'm going to call it a gizmo, and this is in real life, to help with like the hole in the heart kind of thing. So one of the babies is born with a hole in the heart. What's really cool is the actual little boy, his name is Tony Daly, who actually had this happen in real life to him. He's 10 now. He was the first kiddo, like he was number 0, right? The first kiddo to actually have the hole in his heart repaired. He was born at 26 weeks and he was like 2 pounds. And the dad did an interview with him and he gets to be in this movie and we get to see him as a 10-year-old. So he's healthy and he's an ambassador too for the HeartMates, which is cool. I think it's DeMar. Is it DeMar Hamlin? I think that's what his name is, the football player. So there's a lot in this one that looks like it's going to be angsty and sentimental and different, right? Different. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. He's also in the Buffalo Bills movie. Yes, he is. They were getting a bang for their buck there, right? So that's cool. And I'm like, you didn't give me the screeners for that, but maybe because it's later, you know what I mean? They don't know I'm going to be doing all the previews. So anyway, double hitters, some seriousness going on. Okay. So now we're coming down to, sorry for my noises, an Alpine Holiday. Okay. So an Alpine Holiday is on Saturday at 6 p.m. I mean, we're getting overloaded here. And this movie is another one where romance takes a back seat. Okay. And just like in the more the merrier, I'm assuming romance takes a back seat in that one, you know. This one, romance takes a back seat. It's there. And he's a cutie patootie, the gentleman that I think his name's Julian Samani, I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I hack it up. I hate that. But it's Ashley Williams, who is just a natural. And Lacey, she's from Chesapeake Shores. Lacey Malley, is that Malley? I think that's what it is. She is absolutely glows in this movie. She is so stunning. Like it was a bit distracting for me. She's a beautiful woman. She's been in other things, but for whatever reason, however her hair was and her makeup, she was just stunning. Now this movie is serious, and this movie takes them on an adventure in the French Alps. There's French that's spoken. It's extremely emotional and sentimental because they're raised by their grandmother because the father died when they were young, and the the mom died in a car crash. Rather, the father kind of runs away because he can't handle it. So the grandparents raise them, and right away you see them through time. And the grandmother has passed away, and she sends these girls on a journey. They're kind of estranged, and it's about self-discovery, and it's about coming out of your comfort zone and mending fences or feelings. It's actually got a really beautiful storyline, and along the way, there's romance. There's romance for both of the girls. One has much more romance than the other. um I To me, it's like, don't skip this one if you can't. It's not like action packed, but it holds your attention the entire time. It's visually appealing. It's beautiful. um, the girls have a cool apartment in New York City. And then being where they are filming, I don't know if they really went to the Alps or not, because they're like hanging off the cliff sometimes. Gorgeous, just so gorgeous. Love Brendan Penny and Rachel as both amazing on screen in every movie, regardless of their leads. You are correct. So many amazing actors this Christmas season, and soon a great mix all around, which is great. I'm so excited. Good. I'm glad. I was excited. That's what I was trying to say. There's a mix of your, in the rotation, they joke, and have them out, but there's also others. Let's see. Lacey O'Malley had dark hair in most things. I think her last name, is it O'Malley? I thought it was Malley, Mail. I didn't realize it was O'Malley. Okay. But I've seen her with the blonde hair. She just is in a Swiss Alp, like not a Swiss, where watches, like with watchmakers. And she actually goes to, I think it's Switzerland. I think that's where she is. And she's got blonde hair there, but I'm telling you, she just glows in this movie. Wow, this is touching to me about the heart. My 15-month-old grandson will be having balloon surgery. Listen, Avis, I remember you telling me that. You're going to love this one. I researched it, and there's a lot out there. I think this is going to be a great movie, especially knowing that that those two people that are in it with the cameo, but they're in it as they even actually get to go and film at the Bill Stadium. So it's cool. It's going to be cool, and I'm sure it's going to be a little nerve-wracking, especially when little babies are involved. So I'm excited for this. I'm really excited. All right, so we got the Alpine story. I think it's a must watch. I think this is like a home run here with these. This is going to be great this weekend. All right, and then she is stunning. Her eyes just popped on screen. Very photogenic. Yes. All right, so now this is cool. We've got Lacey J. Malley. It is Malley. I thought it was something like that. That's okay, Margie. All right. So now we are on Saturday at 8 o'clock. So the Alpine holiday was at what time was that? At 6 o'clock. This one is 8 o'clock on the 29th. So all right, hold on. Before I talk about that, I want to see what we've got here. I'm not necessarily a snob about having to have known Hallmark star in the movies, but I'm really enjoying the fact that so many of these, yes, I know. I know. It's just I'm on certain sites and people get all crazy and angsty about stuff, but it's just, and it didn't matter. Remember going back to the Newport, okay? You had two leads that were strong, phenomenal actors, right? Okay. And then you've got the secondary actors. I didn't even mention the gentleman. They had a lot of airtime or screen time too. And Talia, she was just so natural and so good. I don't like it when the newer character or secondary characters there and you could tell they're acting, it kind of takes you out. That didn't happen. I hope to see more of them. They just did a really, really great job. Looking forward to a Grand Ole Opry Christmas. So these two actors are like golden. Okay. Everything they do is amazing. So, I mean, we know who they are, Nikki Deloach, and then we've got Christopher Paloha, but they both can sing and there's singing going on in here. But did you know it's time travel? And they go back in time as she does, because I think it's her grandfather that's going to be honored. And there's like a time travel component in this. And what I thought was funny is I was sent um like the press release early on, and it had so many behind the scenes photos and whatnot, and the date that I could put stuff out, and I put it all over Instagram and some on Facebook, and I shared it. There was so much that Hallmark had sent to me. And I'm looking at some of the stuff and I'm like, wait a minute, why does it look like this is not current clothing? I didn't realize that they travel, she travels back in time. There's a bit of time travel. So I'm gonna have to go post this up on my so it's two time travels, post it up on my the way home, because we got a lot of time travel lovers there. They both can sing in real life, right? So this is gonna be cool. And I will tell you, and I'm not going to give away names, there are so many country music stars in this movie. So many cameos. And from the behind the scenes stuff that they've all been sharing, now you get to see it. And then of course there's Grand Ole Opry stuff. I mean, they took a whole bunch of people from Hallmark and they spent time down there and went to two of their big Hallmark stores and spent time, and they all had a really good time. Yes, it does look interesting. I think it's going to be a good one. And I love watching Nikki and all her behind the scenes stuff and her jumping around. That woman's so energetic. Okay, so now we come to Sunday. Now, this one is called the Christmas Cup. There is no official poster for this one, but this is something that Hallmark has been putting out with the two of them. So we know Ben Rosenbaum, and then there's also Rihanna Fish. Both are good actors. Now, I'm going to talk a bit about this. I can say some stuff because Ben outed things. Ben, in a very public, forum, announced that besides him, there were 5 other cast members from When Calls the Heart. I am not going to tell you who they are except for one, and I can tell you this one because she has a bigger part and it's already out there. So it's Hallmark has released it and it's in the credits. The others are not. I want to keep that as a surprise. I cannot tell you how many nods to When Calls the Heart. This was When Calls the Heart every time you turned around. It was in the dialogue, and it was in, they're little more than cameos. It was in the other actors from the show. So there is a younger actor that is in the show, in this movie with him rather. And then there's, I guess you would say, 3 from the main cast. And then Natasha would be in like it's not that it's secondary, but when they were at the Hardys, the way they came out, when he came out, Natasha was with him. But then there's 3 more that would be like those that came out with Aaron. It's not Aaron. And then the younger actors, there's one from there. All the people that are in here, the cast, are really good actors. I didn't understand this story. It was about, the cup is about, the cup, the Christmas cup. It's about these games that you have to play, and the 2 towns that would fight and fight for the cup. And it was supposed to be sentimental in the part that Rihanna was playing, because she was, she was out of the military because she had injured her leg and she really wanted to go back, and they were trying to find their way around. These 2 had no chemistry whatsoever, but it's not because they couldn't. It was the way the story was written. This to me was like a no. But I have to tell you, if you are a When Calls the Heart fan, you are going to enjoy it, because you're going to laugh at all the dialogue that they get out there. All of the little lines that they have and all the nods to When Calls the Heart was crazy. I think I counted after a while over 10. So, this is like, this for me is right up there with the Christmas Duty one. Also, limited budget. I feel like it was one room and they kept changing it to make it look like a house, to make it look like the fire station, to make it look like, I don't know. And they had 3 characters, and they had these actors overact. Overact is a word, not react, it's overact. Had them over the top while everybody else was, you were feeling it like you were in the midst, and then they come on the scene and you're like, no. No. I'm disappointed that Chris McNally didn't have a Christmas movie. Does he not want to do a movie? Margie, when I talked to Chris not too long ago, I think you watched this, right? He said that there were offers, several really good offers, and of course he would love to do a movie, but it was time, the timing wasn't right. So no, he is not. I don't know if he has a cameo anywhere. I will tell you that he does not have a cameo anywhere unless it's one of the movies I didn't see in November. So it just didn't work out. That's all. Um, oh, interesting. Hopefully, the When Calls the Heart presence and Rihanna being in it will make it watchable. Actually, I liked everybody but Rihanna in it. I don't like her character. I don't know. It's just Ben's adorable in it. Ben. There's nothing wrong. You'll love his character. He's a cute, the character's cute, and the character's a good human and very like caring and sweet, and you could fall in love with him easily, but was just, I don't know, it was a for me, which made me sad. I was like so excited for that. All right, and then we have Sunday night, and this is Christmas at the Catnip Cafe. A lot of people think it's based on a book that has a very similar name to it, but it's not. Look at them. They don't even have an official poster, and there is no real big information on this other than what I could dig up. So, hey, Erin Cahill, she can do no wrong. Paul Campbell's like one of my favorite guys. Paul Campbell has this movie. Then he's in The Three Wise Men. Like I said, Paul, Andrew, and Tyler have cameos, and they're in more than one movie. So those guys were busy, busy, busy. It's about, he's a veterinarian, I believe, and she, if I'm not mistaken, her character is like trying to get her life together and wants to buy this piece of real estate. I don't know if it's a condo, a townhouse, whatever it is. She's so excited. And then she inherits this cafe, and the cafe does a lot for the community and the animals and the cats. And so I guess, and I'm not sure if she thought she would be able to sell her part, but then in the end, she can't because he's in partners with it. And of course they fall in love and all good stuff happen with the cats. Look how cute they are in their jammies with the cats. Here's what I am excited about. I don't know if you know who Lucy Guest is, but Lucy Guest is an actress. Actually, she and Erin were in I loved it. It was made for Prime, and then it came holidays, and then it was shown in Christmas in July on Hallmark Channel. They were in it, a movie together. I mean, in that series together, but Lucy Guest is directing this. And Lucy Guest she's directed a lot of stuff, is exceptional at directing. I also feel like she likes to spice it up a little, even though I think there's some humor in this. I could imagine that she likes to push the envelope a little. She directed 2 of the episodes of Providence Falls, and y'all know how I feel about that, okay? That's the kind of series or special event that gives you a movie hangover. She's really good. So I'm glad and excited for this one. And that is how we end. Thank you for sticking with me all this time. That is how we end November. It's pretty exciting. It's jam-packed. And it's got a little bit of everything. So I'm excited. Anybody got any questions for me? I was talking up a storm, but thank you for all your interacting too. Paul Campbell is my favorite from a way back. Yep, Surprised by Love is one of my very favorite movies. Okay. I love his kind of humor. His humor reminds me a lot of Ben Ayers type humor. Ben Ayers is just hilarious in real life. He doesn't take himself seriously, that's for sure. He's a good human too, and he's just a mess. I love him. All right, this looks like it's going to be, or it's not looks like it's going to be. So I had, like I said, the privilege of watching 10 of the 15 movies. I might be able to get more, but anyway, and enjoyed myself. Even the ones that disappointed me, like Erin's disappointed me greatly, and because I had such high hopes for it, and the one with Ben disappointed me greatly. But even though they did, I don't consider it like lost time. I enjoyed myself. It's probably what I was bringing to the movie and hoping for, you know. So go in it with it like it's Hallmark and relax and just enjoy yourself. Um so again, this Friday is the first episode to season 2 of Mistletoe Murders. I've watched all of them. They're very good. Ben Ayers is going to be the guest on these 2 episodes. We have a guest coming on Sunday. It's the actress. Her name is Kylie, but she plays Brooke. Um, I also made, I have to tell you something really cool. Chess, uh, chess is like a theme for this upcoming episode, and I made and I had to look it up, and I had to look up my old Grammy's recipes, but then I put a flair of my own. Call it chestnut instead of chestnut. So it's chestnuts roasted, chopped up with mozzarella and basil and salt and pepper and garlic. And you stuff like a little crescent roll and it makes like a little knob of a dough. Oh my gosh, with a drizzle of balsamic glaze. I put it up on Instagram. It's so good. When I was doing the roasted chestnuts, my Roxy, I know she's got my name. She's my sister's dog and they're away and I have her with me. She actually got up and walked out into the kitchen like, it's good, right? You're welcome. All right. Thank you, Roxanne, for tonight. Thank you for joining me. This was great review of what's to come this season. Yes, yes, yes. So again, if you're limited on time, record, or catch it later. Sounds yummy. It was. It was. I ate one. I really shouldn't have eaten it, but I did because of the gluten, but it was good. I had to make sure it wasn't poisoned, right? All right. I have never had chestnuts. Well, guess what, Margie? I show you where I got mine, and I got mine at the local store. You can get them easily in a package. They're already roasted. They're a pain in the neck to roast on your own. You enjoyed listening? Thank you, Avis. Don't forget, Avis, you're going to like the more the merrier with the whole little, might be too emotional for you though. You might want to like wait on that one, but make sure you record it. So unless you have Hallmark Plus. All right, friends, thank you and enjoy your month. I am going to go relax and I might have to rewatch a movie that I've already watched. All right. Good night, everyone.